performance of your players, because it seemed they showed an incredible spirit both tonight and in the Bernabeu, despite obviously the scoreline going out.
Always have shown. I started 3-0, and after 4-0 and 10 against 11 is almost impossible. But the future will be bright. Next season we'll be back. So next year we'll be champions. We will learn. Many players knew the result in the first game, but always sport is challenge, right? Is you against me and you win, congratulate, you lose. So go home. That had to be, and always the feeling that we could not play a proper game against 11 to see what happened, you know. And the feeling was quite similar, like the 4-3. That should be much more. The 4-0, the 1-1, even last 2 seasons ago. The last season, no, they were better, and today, of course, with 5-1, is congratulate Madrid, all the best. But just that game, you analyze that game, right? That game, because the other one was analyzed properly. That game is the feeling that I would have loved for the way we start and the way we played. I would have loved to play against 11, but football, these circumstances happen, like the first goal in Madrid, for example. So Madrid is an extraordinary team that they punish you when you make a mistake.
For the young players, do they have to go through an experience perhaps like this to come back stronger next season?
Next season, I don't know what happened, but of course, Kusanov is the first time play Champions League. Ryan Cherky is the first time he play in Champions League. Antoine Semenyo is the first time playing Champions League debut in Bernabeu. This time need time. So our first season here was not always perfect. Always against Monaco was in this stage out. So it's a lot of new players, but I saw many good things. And even there, the first 50-20 minutes there, and the first 50-20 minutes here, define quite well, you know. And after I concede the first goal, after 7 minutes, the second one, and the emotions in Bernabeu is always difficult, but always they said, okay, 3-0, it's almost difficult, almost impossible, but let's try it. And we were there, and I don't know what happened. Even scored a penalty, 11 against 11. I don't know what happened, but 5-1. Congratulate Madrid again and go.
So, hi Pep, you've talked about how much you like your team in recent weeks, and everything you've just said there about how they showed their spirit and their character. I don't know what you're going to do next season, but you must feel that this is a really strong group, and that if you do your last year of the contract, you've got a really good squad going into next season that have learnt a lot this year, and they've still got a lot they can do.
But last season I had next season will be better. I had the feeling will be better, but the fact I'm saying today, when I defeat 5-1, so in an aggregate, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's my feeling, because I know them. I know how the quality they are, but long seasons are so long, and the balance of the teams for many things. Of course, you have too many things to improve, but at the end they have pride, and of course not easy. 70 minutes, 75 minutes, 10 against 11 against Real Madrid is not easy. And at the end, I don't know how many shots, how many tried, and Ryan's and Jeremy's and Erling's, and everyone make his contribution, Kusanov, and everyone was absolutely there. So, but listen, when we are out here in the position Premier League, still we are not a complete team. That is the reality. I've been in a team in Manchester City when we were a team in all the different aspects that define a team, and still we are not. But in terms of that, we have a final on Sunday, we have the FA Cup, Liverpool here, Premier League is still to fight, and finish well the Premier League and prepare good decisions for the next season, and next season we'll be back in the Champions League, and that's what I had to do.
When you say next season you'll be back, is that what you're intending still right now, that you'll be here?
When I retire in 10 years, I always City, same in Champions League, I would say I will be back, because I'm part of that. Like in Barcelona, a little bit, or Bayern Munich. When I've been part. I'm more incredible attached to that club organization, because I've been 1 decade. And when I'm saying we, it's because I'm part of that.
Simon?
Bernardo Silva has done so much for you over 9 years, and this season as well. How frustrating was it that it was his mistake that meant that you were without an extra man?
Come on, it's a mistake. It's a red card. It's the first of his career. it's an instinct action, you know that, and come on, it's not a decision like can be avoidable. Of course, now I will say, okay, score goal, play against 11, 4-0 down, 75 minutes, we'll see what happens. It will have been more difficult, I know that it's the same. But come on, never ever I will blame my player for that decision. Unless Bernardo, what he has done to us for many, many years.
Rob?
There was maybe a bit of surprise that you chose to take Erling off your main goal scorer relatively early. Was he injured at all, or was that just...
No. You know, if we had scored the second half, we have 2-3 chances in the beginning to make 2-1 before they have a chance, or maybe, I know it's open even 10 against 11, but 50-20 minutes, so I want fresh legs and other people, you know, and I could have more if I would be possible.
So he'll be fine for Sunday, presumably? Or?
Yeah.
Thank you. James?
Hi, Pep. If by the end of your time at City you ended with just...
Oh, everybody want to fire me, right? Oh, God, guys.
if you ended
One
with
day I will come here and say, bye-bye, guys. I still am here. 1 more year contract. Okay, guys. I know that.
If you only had one Champions League, would that be disappointing to you? Would that be enough given how good...
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have to win 6 Champions League to be recognized in that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Sham?
I know, listen, I started my career young, you know, in the second team Barcelona with 37 years, we were promoted in the new league, and after Barcelona won the treble in Sextuple. Since then, if I don't win the treble Sextuple, my team is a failure. So I know that since the day one. First season, you remember first season here? Why are you going to win the Champions League? We won 100 points. Why are you going to win the Champions League? Why are you going to win the Champions League? At the end we won it. Why you want to fight Champions League? So we tried, yeah, we tried. We have been in other finals, a lot of semi-finals, and unfortunately, in the last 2 editions of the Champions League, we have been out. But this club, we arrived to make the bar a little bit high in terms of Champions League, and we didn't achieve that. Always, this is not a good thing, but it's fine. That is good. That is good. I would love that club have the feeling that Madrid has. Still don't have for the history. Madrid has, if you don't win the Champions League, is a failure. That is pressure. Pep is a failure, is not win the Champions League, but it's fine. But Man City is not expectation. That is the pressure. With the time, maybe we'll get that. But I think I don't have anything. Just today I'm going to sleep, and tomorrow's fact. Let me challenge Madrid. Come and let me challenge you. You know, in 180 minutes with 11 against 11. Though this I will have that night, that feeling. That's all. Maybe play against 11, you will lose 0-4. Who's a guarantee you play against 11? But the feeling I had, and the last times we played here, even last season 1-1, it's just no stats. It's just see the feeling, the 4-3 when before the 4-0 here. The 4-3 was the most unfair result I ever experienced in my career. These kind of things that make always we are good. Here against Real Madrid, always we are really, really good. But 10 against 11, 75 minutes listen, 10 against 11, 75 minutes, you are in aggregate 1 up or 2 ups or 1-1. Okay, let's go to defend what happened. But with 4-0 down, it's a little bit more complicated because in the first leg we make 20 minutes good, 20 good minutes the second half. But the result dictates 3-0 is tough, really, really tough.
Sure.
Pep, after winning only the Community Shield last season, being knocked out today from the Champions League, how big, how crucial is Sunday's game now?
Next day on Monday hopefully we'll wake up. Hopefully it's a sunny day and we'll continue to live. It's not crucial. It's a football game. We're going to try to win. Good performance. We will challenge against the best team in England so far and the best team in Europe because I played. Look the results in the group stage. Have been the first. I lost maybe 3-4 games in all the season. So it's the best to challenge them how we are competing with them. How to see that after 1 or 2 weeks, play against them in the Premier League and see the football is that. And sometimes they are better, so it's a good mirror to see what we have to do to achieve them. That is that. But I'm old enough to be one football game like it's in the big happiness at the end of the world. So no, it's just a game. We'll prepare and try to compete and try to see who we are. So at the end, the results have not been good except in Newcastle, but I had the feeling that we are an extraordinary team. There are many good things that I love to watch, but still we are not complete. Still we are not aware that in certain moments, departments or things, we have to be more clinical, and still we are not. But I think my feeling is question of time. That happened when I arrived here, my first season, so need a little bit time. You change a lot and many things.
Take a few questions in Spanish just here, please. Thank you.
¿Qué tal, Pep?
Hi, Pep.
Has comentado en
You've
bastantes
mentioned
cosas en inglés que te hubiera
many
gustado ver un
responses.
11 contra 11 hoy.
You would love to have played 11 against
Del penalti de la roja
11. Can I ask you about that red card? Did you think it was a red card?
que debe ser roja.
And did you think it should have been a
Más allá
red?
de eso,
And then beyond that,
es evitable desde el punto de vista del jugador si es mejor.
is it better?
Oye, que me metan el gol, pero no.
Is it better for them to score the goal rather? I wouldn't have thought it if I hadn't seen the slow motion replay. When it's very quick, it's very instinctive, and that's what I feel. Hi, Pep. You mentioned that you have games against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, and then Liverpool in the FA Cup, and then you have Chelsea, Arsenal in the Premier League. Very important games. This tonight has been very difficult for Manchester City, if you look at the result and the circumstances. What would your message be to those fans for the coming games? They know what they see. They know what they have seen. They know it perfectly well. They know that it was close, this feeling that we always know that playing 11v11 here, we've always been able to play against a great side like Real Madrid, but it's been a lot more difficult with 10 men, specifically after going down to 10 men and having that first game. I don't know if you've heard the comments. Alvaro has just spoken about he can't give you any advice because you're such a great manager. I wanted to ask you about the experience that you've had with him. What did you think of Alvaro Arbeloa? Do you think he's got what it takes to be a Real Madrid manager? Yeah, really good. I've liked it. I think getting the players to come from the inside into the pitch has been very, very difficult to press them. You know, I think it's a team that associate with other players on the pitch, and I think they finish well. I think I've been left with a very good impression, and I think he will have a long career as a manager. Could I ask you about the last few times you played Real Madrid in the last 5 years in a row, and also the game in 2020. What does it mean for the City project? How much impulse has this given to the City projects? And perhaps you've been disappointed. And has it been the biggest challenge of your career? No. No, Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool was my biggest challenge. You know, you almost don't realise what it was like to face Liverpool. Those games was a great learning experience for the team, because to play a team like us who had not been in the competition 12 or 13 years ago, and the generation that we had, you know, they have won those games. Sometimes Real Madrid have beaten us, we've won some. You know, we've had great ties as well. But I think the teams that we played against, I think they also know that they've played us too.